Morning, everybody. Johnny B. Good here. Hello and greetings from Nina, Menasha, Wisconsin. Once again, today is Monday, October 13th, 2017. The local time is 10:05 a.m. Baby Blue and I are on our way to USDC, which is Nestle, to pick up a load of frozen pizzas bound for Hazleton, Pennsylvania, and Laurel, Maryland. It took forever to get unloaded over there at Piggly Wiggly. You would think for $250 lumper fee, they would give you a world-class service, get you in and out of there, right? Not so. By the way, that $250 lumper fee, it's the unloading. Lumpers are manual laborers that will unload your product, segregate it, pile it to the tie and high according to the customer's specification. Initially, my boss pays for it, but the broker will reimburse us for that, so we don't really pay for it. Alright, also a couple of things that I would like to address. It seems that I had I did not communicate my intention very well as far as the saving thousands of dollars of, by doing this trick video. That is not for everyone, because I know some of you can't sleep when the air is really cold. You guys get sick. And there's also the part where it's nice and comfortable inside the blanket, which I have addressed this in a couple of videos many weeks or months ago, but I suppose not everyone saw that video, so here goes. Look, no matter how much of a brand new truck you have, one of these days you're gonna end up waking up without a heat in your truck. And one of the things that I maybe forgot to mention is that right there is a survival skill. It's not for everyone to use for every day, but it is for everyone to learn in case of an emergency. You might be parked out there in the middle of Wyoming, in the middle of the winter, in the middle of the night, and your truck quit or your heater quit. What are you gonna do? It's a survival kit. It's a survival skill that every truck driver, over-the-road truck driver, should have. Do I use it? Yeah, I use it all the time, because I could sleep better in a truck when the truck is really cold inside. The only problem, again, is when you get out of when you get out of the covers to use the bathroom, getting out of the bed and using the bathroom when the inside temperature of your truck is just as cold as it is outside. That's just the only thing, really. But I don't mind it. I really don't. And I realize it's not for everyone. Do I have a bunk heater in my truck? Do I have a APU? Yes, I do. Unfortunately, it's not working right now. My boss has been trying to get it fixed, and I don't know, it just Actually, my truck, I could have idled my truck last night, but I didn't. One of the ways that you can idle a truck is if you set your trailer brakes but release your tractor brakes. Then I noticed that this particular truck here will idle. But I didn't want to idle the truck all night long. You know what? If I can save my boss some fuel for idling the truck, why not? Yes, I agree. It's his responsibility to keep me comfortable in the truck, and he did tell me that I can idle the truck, but I didn't. You know, as I said, I want to do my part to help him out. And did you know that my boss, long before I worked for him, he was a long time subscriber of mine? That's how he found me. And he watched a lot of my WEL videos long before he tried to recruit me. And he knows what I was capable of. He knows that I can sleep in a truck with extreme weather, not idling the truck. But when the temperature gets down to about minus 10 degrees, yeah, it's a good idea to idle the truck, not because of the temperature inside the truck, but just to prevent everything from freezing and to prevent the engine from freezing. So, you know, if I can save my boss some fuel money, that makes him happy. A happy boss is a good boss. We all can agree with that, right? Yep, that's right. I really don't know what my boss's intention when it comes to this truck. I don't know whether he's going to keep it for long. I don't know if he's going to spend all these money for repairs, or he's probably just going to wait until the end of December to let Baby Blue go and let somebody else take care of her for a while. I think that's all I got. Okay, Linda and Leslie. Yes, I could have used the blower, which I actually did use an electric blower. But one of the most important part of raking the yard yesterday was actually raking the dead grass off the lawn. It wasn't just about cleaning the leaves, it was actually combing the grass to get the junk out of the topsoil and just to leave the vibrant grass, and you know what I mean, pick up all the junk out of there. But that's why it took forever. Otherwise, raking the leaves, that would have been the easy part. I could have done that. But my wife wanted to dig into the raw soil and get rid of all the dead grass. That was the whole point of it. Another question that I came in a comment is from P Red. How much Duran is it in your battery? I'm thinking, what in the world is Duran? How much drain is it in your battery? That electric heater can probably go about 12 hours. 12 to 8 hours, 10 hours. if you shut everything down on your truck, whereas nothing draining the battery except maybe charging your cell phone and plugging your heat pad, it'll go about 10 hours. It'll go a lot longer than you could sleep, I tell you that. And basically, you know, one thing that I have noticed, even in this extreme cold, the only thing that I really use that for is, one of the things that I hate about going to bed in the wintertime is, you know, that painful, cold, bone-chilling cold mattress. You know, when you get in it, that's the part that I hate. It's just so painful to do that. But I noticed that once I'm in it, you know, one of the things that I love of it is when you go open your blanket, your covers, it's almost like going into a dryer. Oh, I love that feeling. But once you're in it and the bed is already warm, you're in it, and the whole night long with your blanket and your sleeping bag, you don't really need to crank that up high. In fact, I'll usually put that like in number 5, because if you put it higher, you're gonna risk of scorching your bed. You might catch on fire, and there ain't no way in the world you can stand with number 5 setting. It will burn your back, I tell you. So I usually, when I get in, I usually put it on 1 or even less than that. And as I said, once you're in bed, it doesn't really matter how cold it is out. The temperature is, it'll keep you warm that way. So basically what I'm really saying is, I pretty much use that just to keep the bed warm, so that way when I get into it, I don't have that bone chilling, you know, that feeling that you get from being burned. Well, I notice that I feel the opposite when it comes to extreme cold. Let me put it this way: extreme cold can just burn me, have the effect of you know, the extreme effect of being cold. It's like being burned kind of a thing. And I know I don't know how, I'm not a gifted person to explain things. Alright, I have already slid my tandems all the way to the back. I got full fuel, and I also have I've also let my truck, my trailer run for minus 10 degrees.